My god, I love that song. Alright. Nope, it does not seem that way. Alright. Yeah, where we are returning to RE4. The classic RE4, not remake RE4. I'm excited. And finally do separate ways. I think I've never touched. Hey Grafe, what's up, dude? How's it going? Honestly, I feel like I may have used my header was way better than title I've used. Okay. It's looking good. Audio sounds good. Okay. The new mic settings I set up are pretty good too. Sound pretty good. Want me to join? Yeah. Want me to join? Yeah. Feel free. Where are you waiting in the Discord? Just setting up some last minute stuff. Whoa, where are my glasses?
The only reason I've taken on this mission is to get closer to my own objective.
Hey man,
no
what's up?
matter what happens, I can't let anyone figure that out. Of course, hiding in the shadows isn't my style. I'll have to reveal myself to him and offer
about to start making something here to munch on here.
That's nice.
Yeah, gonna cook 2 of these last frozen burritos I got and put some chili cheese on them and some crushed Dorito chips.
Oh, also Zondi says hi. I was on their stream earlier.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm back with RE4.
So,
you know,
sure you're well enough to be doing this?
What Resident Evil 4? Carlos says this is a very short campaign. I thought this would be a good way to bring myself back.
It definitely is. Alright, that's fine. I was mainly that's about you yourself, not the game.
Oh yeah, no, I'm finally back. That's why I took an extra day off on Monday.
Okay.
Let's go. I notice I do tend to overexert myself. God damn, Ada.
Yep. The one downside with this mode is that these cutscenes these cutscenes right now are the exact same as they were back on the PS2.
Yes, but nobody remembered to roll out my red carpet.
It is the one downside.
Oh, I gotta talk to everybody about like if they want to do the interview thing for the 300 sub special. Wait, I did not tell you about that, did I?
Sounds like they're good, obedient boys and girls.
Oh, so I was talking with some friends about like, well, specifically I was talking exclusive about like we're gonna interview. I'm gonna interview everybody who's been a co-host, and it's gonna be done in the style of like Eric Andre.
So who's gonna be the poor? You figure out who's gonna be the poor bastard who gets like the shot? He gets shot.
Not like that specifically. Look, you'll see when your portion gets put in there.
I know, dude. I was just joking because I know that's like one of the most well-known scenes from that whole thing. Just because how excessive and comedic it is, you know.
Fair enough. All right. I'll just get used to controls again. Pop knees. Nope.
Yeah, one neat cool little tidbit about this section here's
You see Leon running around?
Yeah, you can actually see Leon running for the villagers and hear him actually fighting them too.
It's crazy to think that all this stuff's happening at the same time.
Yeah, it definitely is though. And to be fair, though, it makes sense why Leon probably pulled this in his campaign, because yeah, there's something a little bit more immediate and threatening right now than worrying about catching sight of Ada, right?
Yeah, true. I wonder how they're gonna seamlessly. Oh. I wonder how they're gonna seamlessly do this during the remake. Oh,
it's gonna be weird.
I was debating if I wanted to commission mutual art for him to put Cyber in Ada's dress or not. What's it called?
Okay, sorry. Just trying to picture that's a little funny.
I mean, that's the fun. Oh wait, I start off with the shotgun. That's good. That's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah, Ada starts this shit. Of course, Ada starts throwing unique weaponry in this, and then eventually, you will come across a merchant. You can buy some weapons from him.
Yep. And let me see, he's just trying to load up all an ammo. That's crazy. Oh, I hear him kicking people.
Yeah. Another thing you also do is you have to be also a lot more careful because Ada's, if I recall correctly, she's a lot more fragile than Leon is.
Not true, because what's it called? Also, I'm very almost a new game right now. Oh, good. Okay, I remember this from when I played Separate Ways once and I never finished it. You know what I mean? I remember there's like this context sensitive thing.
Yeah. So while you're clearing through this village here and all, like that's the like. Did you start taking that deal I linked in the Discord the other day?
I'm not a fan of Metro, so it's not really a game for me, mind you.
I get it, but I mean, still, it's a free game.
I know,
you get it for free.
You know, I literally said the same exact thing about Little Nightmares too. What's it called? Wait, can I actually run into Leon? Is there like a way to force that or no?
Don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but like I said, I'm not a Metro guy either, but found out it's a free game. I'm like, hey, I'll still grab it. You never know. Like I said,
Jesus Christ, why is
try it out. One they might get bored and try it out though, so it might, might change my opinion on it. Never know. I say you missed the item.
What item? That's trying to get the. Oh my god, I'm already being swarmed.
There's something flashing at your feet up there on the roof. Because the camera zoomed around that and showed the chicken.
There's something on.
Yeah, you see it across there from you now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you had a hook shot up there. You had to go up there to get that.
There's an item here? I thought it was just a little. Oh. You got the. How the hell did the insignia key get up here? All right, let's go save Leon. We're supposed to leave, right?
Yeah, you got out of the building.
All right. Yeah, so, oh. It's so weird to come back to this from,
After playing the remake?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, for me, it probably wouldn't be that big of a difference, For me, I played the demo for the remake, and it's like just wasn't I wasn't really enjoying how it felt. It felt way more off than it probably should have for me, or it just could just be a me thing.
I mean, everyone has their own like taste and stuff on this. And people say, my friend Dante just finished, and he's saying like the fact that it's missing major things like the Ada campaigns and stuff. It's kind of not a good look.
What are you buying?
The Ada campaigns, and as I also say, like for me, I also definitely doesn't really jive me again. They're making you have to pay for the original soundtrack again if you don't like the new one.
I mean, it's a remake, so I think if what's it called? I think you should, if it should be a thing. Like, what's it called? If you want to purchase it, that's just an option. Like the whole Devil May Cry 5 thing, they did that.
I get that, but I'm also like saying like part of the one of my thing that annoys about that they're also bent on having this like in-game like rewards you can do thing in these games now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it just annoys us. Like, why can't you just put that in there? Either something we unlock for clearing the game at a certain difficulty, time limit. Do stuff like the older games where it's like we can unlock shit by completing the game certain ways or on certain time limits or something. Or if you're gonna have that shot be a thing, let us earn the points to buy it, that way.
Yeah.
Guys, that's just my mentality. Like, say, if you're gonna have this own in-game shop now where we can buy the rewards, instead of being the stuff that would make that essentially next God mode stuff, give us some other things to unlock. Like all that costume stuff they wanted to do. Like, all that costume stuff you announced at the launch for DLC. Make that in-game rewards, and then you can sell. You can make other costumes later down the road for DLC if you're that desperate for money.
Yeah. I just noticed Ada's really fast compared to Leon.
Yeah. She's faster, but again more fragile because I'm sure you notice though every time she gets hit, she just takes way more damage than Leon took.
Very much so.
It's like you definitely want to make use of knocking them down and trying to kill everybody. Not just for the money, knock them down, kick them down or whatever, and then knife them to get the money and everything, because you're gonna need it.
Jesus, that was a little too close for comfort. Oh my god, what was the reload button?
Now, I want to tell you what I was about to tell you, because you're playing through the Switch, right?
Yep.
So yeah, I wouldn't really
okay, yeah, it's B. All right. That's a good.
I wouldn't be able to tell you off the top of my head because I don't I don't have like how Nintendo's layout memorized because I never played the GameCube version, so I wouldn't be able to tell you that way. And I've last version I played this on was the PS4.
I mean, I just play the Switch version because it's just it's not a bad port, honestly. Kind of wish they had the Wii's gyro control. I mean, I'm surprised they did not add gyro controls, honestly.
That is definitely the weird thing right there. Cause I'm like, that's the one thing that people admitted, like the older Wii, like the Wii version, like yeah, it made the game quote unquote easier, but at the same time, it was like, to be fair, RE4 ain't the hardest game unless you're purposely going for a challenge run.
Or you play the game like how I play, according to Carlos.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. The way you played, it might as well be a challenge run.
What's it called? Man, I was actually thinking about for like a challenge, like if I ever want to do a challenge run stream, I would play RE4, but with the Wii Zapper.
Eh?
That might be pretty interesting.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the worst. That'd probably be the worst thing. I mean, yeah, remember like when it came to the Wii version, a lot of the rail shooter type stuff, worked with the Zapper. Weirdly enough, though. So I'm like, I imagine a game like this wouldn't be too bad because again, the Zapper just has like everything there closer, just your hands in a little more awkward positioning,
Fair enough.
Because I'll tell you again, I'll remind you of this here. When I remember playing like the Chronicle games.
Umbrella Chronicles?
Using this, yeah, Umbrella and Darkside. The part that was weird using that was having to use the knife because remember you had to hold the A button on the Wiimote to swing the knife, and holding the Zapper, trying to reach up to push the A button. It's awkward. On top of that, just swinging the Zapper around to swing the knife is also weird. Like, it's one of those things. Like it feels awkward. If you're just shooting, it feels fine. Well, if you're having to use the knife, it gets awkward.
If you have the nunchuck attached to it, oh yeah, no, never mind. You have to shake it.
Yeah. Like I said, if you're using the Zapper attachment, it feels awkward doing that when you have to swing the knife in the Chronicle games. RE4 wise, it might not be that weird. Like again, your problem's gonna be when you have to reach up for the top side of the Wiimote to do things. The plus, minus, A buttons, D-pad, all that jazz. It's gonna be weird there. Because how awkward it's gonna be. You have to take your thumb and kind of stretch it over the control, stretch it over the top of the Wiimote.
I mean, to be fair, even though I have the Zapper, I always use the perfect Nyoko shot, which is still like the best way to ever use a Wiimote for like shooting games.
I wish I had one. I wish I had that for when I was playing those games, dude. It would have been so less awkward to try to swing shit around. Definitely wish I had it for overkill.
Ah, damn it! I shot the bell, but that doesn't count apparently.
Yeah, they thought of that, didn't they?
Well, I mean, in the remake, you can actually shoot the bell from the village as done, and actually end the thing earlier. The 3 family insignias. All right, actually, I just for clarity's sake, I'm gonna actually look up the answer for this one because I embarrassed myself last time.
You for that one entirely, because this is the one puzzle I still don't have memorized. Though, I mean, to be honest, though, I feel like this is the one puzzle that's hard to fully memorize it.
Well, what's it called?
Right, so all the others are a little easier. Like the others are easier to memorize. This one is more of a nuisance to memorize.
I think Mark explained it the best way. From Super Gaming Brothers, he just said it like 2, 3, 3, 4. Oh, here it is. Yep, top voted answer. All right. 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3. Perfect. That'll be the only time I ever bullshit my way through a puzzle. Because this is actually mandatory.
Yeah. And there's also absolutely the explanation of why
The cat's eyes there?
Here is from, you know, yeah. I was not speaking because I didn't hear you tell me about what do you think of that that DM I sent you directly about the Castlevania Arcade.
I mean, I was like knocked out when I saw that. I'm like, alright, that's interesting. And then I kind of didn't really even click it out. Again, I was just kind of resting after a call up I did.
That's fine. I didn't know. I just when I found out about it, I sent it to you.
That's good.
But you know, but you know, we took a look back to you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was like, huh.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that I'm glad just because you know again that's one of the hard I think it's a rare arcade cabinet to find. It's like trying to find the House of the Dead 4 Special Edition arcade cabinet.
Ooh, is that the one that blows air at you?
I don't know if that one exactly. I just definitely know I definitely remember Special Edition House of the Dead 4 had had the Special Edition for the extra campaign and stuff in there too. That had its own arcade cabinet where rare shit to find. So just seeing someone getting this to work, getting the Castlevania Arcade one working, no less, is like,
Oh
damn.
hey Carlos, how you doing tonight, man? Wait, I changed oh my god, when did I change models? Oh, probably when I was typing.
Yeah, probably when you're typing, you might accidentally hit the
Hotkey?
keys to change. Yeah. Hey, Carlos.
Oh, that's good. Also,
again,
Mutual Art Friend's doing a new PNG for me, so hopefully that gets done for Friday's stream.
Sweet.
Let's go. It is going to be Cyber as a Space Marine. Because
are you playing Warhammer?
I'm playing Bolt Gun because that game's been fun.
Okay. I was about to say though, something just crossed my mind here. I'm just kind of surprised. Like, I think Capcom tried making a Resident Evil arcade game.
Didn't they with Umbrella Chronicles?
I don't think that was an arcade one.
I mean, Silent Hill had an arcade shooter. That one still kind of blows my mind.
Wait, what did?
Silent Hill has its own arcade shooter.
Oh yeah. That one's. It's still bizarre. They turned that Silent Hill of all. Can I turn Silent Hill of all things into a rail shooter? It's like, huh.
Okay, I'm running out of shotgun ammo. This guy's still not dead? And this guy is relentless. Oh, one knife, never mind. Okay. But, you know what? Honestly, with this whole Warhammer game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it plays so good, man. You don't even know. I was thinking, you know how I always do? Holy shit! Oh yeah, there's Ashley crying on the other side. What was I saying? Yeah, no, I was thinking about like doing you know how I always do like the console showcases, right?
Yeah.
Why not do a genre showcase? Has anyone done that before?
I'm not too sure, but that also you'd really have to look into it, see what you're gonna do. I think that's a lot of stuff.
I have a lot of boomer shooters on my Switch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, this puzzle's mad easy. Not much has changed. You see, there you go. This one I don't have to look up. Oh, look at that, first try.
La campana. Es hora de rezar. Tenemos que irnos. Lord Sattler.
Still no subtitles.
Okay, yeah, there was one. It was part of the Survivor series. It was, you know, their gun Survivor games.
Where's everyone going?
For Resident Evil.
Oh.
Well, only one of them was like, and that was weirdly Survive. It was a Resident Evil Survivor 2 Code Veronica. Weird.
Here's what I
It's
know
the only
so
one.
far. Osmond Saddler's cult is known as Los Illuminados.
Survivor 1 was PlayStation 1. Survivor 2 was arcade and then PlayStation 2.
That's all my organization knows for sure.
Dead Aim was only PS2.
Oh, so yeah, so all of the 8 chapters are basically like story recaps.
Castellans for generations.
Yeah, the story recaps are, you know, essentially shows what she was doing during the whole while Leon was doing his stuff.
Sensed only by the
so, you know, like early game is gonna like early on it's gonna feel very samey, but then later on, like, you know, things will branch out a bit more.
This was inferred through the analysis of a tissue sample.
I also definitely want to warn you. You might want to definitely try to be more careful. Trying to be careful with your ammunition because you're gonna need it.
Yeah, I just blew through all my shotgun ammo, but I picked up some money, so I could definitely possibly upgrade to get my shotgun back up to snuff.
Yeah.
The organization.
Yeah, apparently YouTube's giving me crap right now because while I'm looking away at times, the stream on YouTube then just delays.
Buffering?
For some reason it buffers on me, and then I have to move the thing forward when I look back. Because like I said, I was during this whole time while that happened again, I was looking through the whole Resident Evil stuff to try and find out if there was an arcade one.
The only reason I've taken on this mission is to get closer to my own objectives. No matter what happens, I can't let anyone figure that out. Of course, hiding in the shadows isn't my style. I'll have to reveal myself to him and offer advice in a while. But I know so far, I was in town this phone. Oh yeah, this is literally what you just read. That is not smart that she records all this.
Here's what I know so far.
Oh, how did I skip this? Hey, Diamond, how you doing? Hopefully all is well. I am back, no longer sick. Ah, my God, I really did waste that Susan, holding your hand through Susan Land. That should have been the title of the stream, not the title of my tweet. It's still clever though. Doing good, about to upload a short before heading to bed. Nice, nice. How are you? I'm doing good, I'm doing good. How you been, Grave? Asking for Diamond.
Ed. Yeah, doing fine, Diamond. I swear, is YouTube not playing it when I'm looking away or something? Because it's starting to tell you what it's doing.
We have an irregularity. The researcher we planted has been discovered by the Illuminados.
You must be talking about that vagrant Spaniard. So where is he now?
He's held captive in an abandoned house located northeast of the village.
God, the delivery of this Ada sounds way better than the remake Ada. It's sad.
You don't need to remind
Yeah.
me.
That was like, you know, also kind of sad, you know, how she can't, you know, how the remake Ada can't really take any criticism, apparently.
And I thought I was
Ah. Rescue Luis. That is sad. Well, seriously, people give criticisms to help improve. How's it going? Like, hey, if people didn't tell me my mic didn't sound bad, I would not fuck with my mic settings to the point that I sound better.
Again, yeah. I mean, to be fair, you know, there's always gonna be people who are gonna, you know, give criticism to be jackasses about it, but
Welcome.
you know,
Got a selection.
and again, you know, it's
Good
just
things
part of the
on
problem there.
sale
You also know,
tonight.
sadly, a
What are
lot
you
of people
selling?
these days, you know, a lot of the actors or voice actors these days who try, you know, who start getting any hint of
Is that all,
criticism.
stranger? Is that
If they are,
all?
you know, non-white,
Thank
they'll
you.
if they feel
What
like
are
if they
you
feel the need,
buying?
they so you know, they all feel the need to, you know, play the race card at times.
Oh crap! Do I want the TMP now?
But you know, so to
What
be
are
fair,
you
it's getting kind of
selling?
old at this point.
Yeah, kind of.
All right.
Let's see. I don't even have enough to freaking buy. Actually, no. Do I have enough?
Is that all, stranger?
Yes, screw it, I'll sell the green gem.
Thank you. What are you buying?
I'm gonna need to attach it. No, I'm still short by 100.
Come back.
I'm by 1,000. God damn it.
About like I said, definitely about the I said definitely about the treasure map to help you find some of the goods around here, and just never did. As long as you you'll find him later, and at the same time, you can always, if need be, if you don't get too far ahead and find what you need, you can always backtrack.
Oof. I don't know. If people, I feel like people that can't if people can't take criticism, they should not be in a job that basically makes you a public figure.
Yep.
That's just my point of view.
I mean, I'm with you on that entirely. You know, like again, like how we're doing this here. You know, like we both openly, we both, you know, when you start doing this whole thing in general, you open yourself to it, and since I've joined in, I've also opened myself up to it. So you know, it's like, you know, if we can't take it though, then it's like we're just being you know, piece of shit, to be frank.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that pearl necklace. I wonder if I can sell that and possibly get what I need. That's a weird sentence. Veteran RE4 official, welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully you're having a good night, man. Or person behind the
What are you selling?
YouTube channel.
Is that all, stranger? Thank you. I'll thank you.
If you expect a high quality RE4 player, I'm sorry, you chose the wrong streamer tonight.
Is that all?
Yeah, about the sadly you have chosen poorly.
Alright. I am an RE fan. Not the, what's the word?
You're 300 short for the TMP.
Yep, it's fine though. It's fine. I got the bigger attachment case. That's the most important thing right now.
I mean, also I'd say, you know, you could try to sell that TMP ammo just so you have just actually have the TMP with you.
That's fine.
I'm just saying something you could do so you're not just hauling the ammo around with you with no gun for it.
Oh, because when I get the TMP, I'm gonna have a shit ton. I'm gonna have a shit ton of ammo for it. I was trying to find someone to do RE5 with. What's it called? I don't want to buy it on Steam, but I might have to at this point. Because my friend Dante has RE5. He probably wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't. I mean,
why is she in the room with a urinal?
It's like 5 is a fun game to play with a friend. Straight up.
It is. It's a fun. If I do it solo, I know that game pretty well. Like how Carlos says RE4 is like he knows that game really well. I know RE5 just as well, if not better. Hopefully I'm not shooting myself in the foot with that sentence.
Yeah, you very possibly are. But you know, like things like, you know, at least the RE5, like if you're playing through it solo, you're doing it to, you know, try to unlock everything. You know, trying to find the BSAA emblems. You know, grind out the money to upgrade all the weapons to unlock their, you know, the infinite ammo versions or even the alternate versions. Like I think they gotta upgrade the standard shotgun to unlock the Hydra.
I definitely have to show that off.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, when it comes to 5, you know, 5 is definitely got the best mercenaries mode.
And it does, especially because the Stars Reunion. I don't know. I just like anything. I like anything that gives Rebecca more love.
I mean, I get it, but I'm also saying, you know, just also the fact, you know, with Stars Reunion, it also has, it just gives you more characters too. Like, well, I'm like, it's like just the amount of characters you have in general to that, and the fact, you know, oh hey, like, oh, we also made some of the alternate costumes for, you know, Chris and Cheva as separate characters, so they have their own gear, so their own loadouts too. Like, it just makes it more enjoyable because you get to screw around with some of them.
Are you enjoying this mode? I am. It just feels very speedrunnery. If that makes any sense. Like again, Ada moves so fast. God, does she have access to Dipman? Does she have access to Dipman glitch? That's my next question.
I don't know if she gets the striker. I don't think so. As I think for her it's just the blacktail that pump shotgun she has, which is unique in its own right. The TMP. I think she gets a crossbow gun. No. I think those are her 4 weapons. Maybe she gets a sniper rifle. I think. I don't know.
What are you buying?
All right, let me see. There you go. Beautiful. I will organize that later.
Thank you. What are you selling?
Let's sell this ruby so I can get some upgrades in.
Thank you. What are you buying?
Oh no, I can't upgrade nothing.
What are you buying?
That's weird.
What are you selling?
So Ada can't get upgrade. Ada is. That is so weird.
I was gonna say, if you have to take a look at some of her gear, I think if you have to take a look at some of her weaponry, like for the stats thing, I think some of her stuff's already got upgrades in it compared to, you know, what you'd have normally.
Okay, that's. Oh, well, there goes my ammo exploit. I have to actually conserve ammo.
Yeah.
And fuck you, Ada.
Again, that's why I was trying. I'm surprised I didn't notice that earlier when you were talking to the merchant before.
Oh no, because I didn't have enough money to even consider it.
I mean, if you couldn't consider it, it's still worth looking around to see what your options are. It helps you plan stuff out.
Fair enough. But yeah, no, but Carlos, yeah, I'm enjoying what I'm playing so far. Honestly, I've only ever played the beginning of this, so like this is new territory for me. So that's fun.
Yeah. And of course, and as Carlos also knows, I'm pretty sure Carlos understands why I've been trying to tell you to, you know, trying to conserve your ammunition for later on.
A shotgun for long range? Yeah, it has a spread. You don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about aiming with a shotgun. I was delayed. You're good, dude. Honestly, it just feels good to be back streaming. What's it called?
Yeah, I can understand that. You know, for me, it's like, no, it's kind of nice to finally have a reason to get back on Final Fantasy 14 myself this week.
Yeah, a lot of my friends have been playing FF14. They keep saying, "When are you gonna hop on that cyber? When are you gonna hop on the cyber?" And I keep telling them I don't play RPGs. MMO or less. And then they look at my Switch things, but it says you have 80 hours on Fuga of Melodies of Steel.
I mean, that technically qualifies as an RPG to a degree, dude.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, it's like, and don't forget, like, you were really getting into Xenoblade Chronicles 3 until you took a long break from everything else.
It does. I have to use up this fucking herb mix.
And as I also keep telling you, if you're really wanting to get into it, like you got, like I said, there's a, if you want to do like, you know, more like traditional turn-based RPG, again, you've got like, you know, Chrono Trigger and Super Mario RPG are good starting points because they're easy enough for you to get into, and they don't really require you to grind unless you really want to, just to, you know, be overpowered. They reward you more for being Chrono Trigger rewards you more for being smart with with how you do your fights, and Mario RPG more so rewards you for being good with the timed hit system. Like you still want to get better gear to keep up with how the game ramps up, but you're better. The better you are with your timed hits and the timed defenses, you're better off. The same thing goes for the Mario and Luigi RPG games too. They fall in that same category. Heck, even Paper Mario as well. Like they're not really hard games. They're easy for you to get into. It's just going to be the problem is though, none of them really give you none of them will give you direct directions of where you're supposed to be going if you quit playing it for a while. The closest one that does that is Chrono Trigger, but that's only because there's one person you can go and talk to, and he can give you a hint of what you're supposed to be doing next. And then after that, you're on your own.
If I want to play RPGs, I'll do it.
I know. I'm just again reciting. If you're one to get into it, there are options for you.
Yeah, no, I know.
Help you ease yourself into it. I mean, if you really want to go pure on easy mode, you could play Final Fantasy Mystic Quest for the Super Nintendo.
Not going on my way to playing the RPGs at the moment. What's it called? It's just RPGs are just something I dabble in. I don't really invest in. Damn, that guy's still here.
Dude, I know that. I was just saying, if you're really wanting to go, reach essentially baby's first RPG mode, baby's first RPG. That's what I was trying to say.
Isn't South Park Isn't South Park one of the more accessible RPGs?
For modern consoles, probably. But I'm also saying but if you want true baby's first RPG, it's like Final Fantasy Mystic Quest on Super Nintendo, because that game is absurdly easy.
God damn, they're all just they're all right here.
Yeah. Just to point this out to you, dude. That game is so absurdly easy. The final boss in that game is an undead enemy type. And they didn't think, oh yeah, let's just make this game, baby's first RPG while and all that. If they're smart enough to realize, oh wait, white magic hurts the undead. Shouldn't we put that on the boss, the final boss of the game?
Yep. I think if you're a Lurk Maniac, you have a good time. And yeah, nice seeing you.
Enjoy glitch over the screen, and if you have audio on, listen to us bullshit for a while.
Oh shit.
But they didn't do that. They literally made it to where the final boss is still susceptible to pure magic, which hurts undead. Yeah.
I think I heard Journey talk about that once.
Yeah, Bro Jared did. He talked about that game because, he went over it, and I was familiar with this because I've seen other people talk about it before, and I'm like, or seen it played. I'm like, yeah.
It is out here accessible? Nope, that's in the remake.
Yeah. That game's a joke, gameplay wise. Though it being Square Enix around that time, it's still got good music.
You see, I just want to make sure I sweep up this area, make sure I got all the ammo I can before I continue.
That's definitely a smart idea. I also mentioned, as I mentioned before, it's also a good idea, to always, again, gun the enemies, knock them down, then knife them to death if you can, just to
save ammo.
Save your ammunition and get more. Not just save your ammunition, and it's also at the same time, it makes it easier to kill them since they're down like that. Because again, you're gonna need, you might need those pesetas later for the more attaché cases you're gonna have to buy. And if you really want to buy the treasure maps and probably even money, or not money, the first aid sprays.
Isn't there a zombie here? Or sorry, Los Illuminados like wearing Ada's or wearing Leon's jacket somewhere around here?
I think that might be remake only.
No, that's in the original. Like Ada questions, why did this person steal Leon's jacket?
It'd also be kind of weird too, because you also gotta remember the thing about it's also kind of weird too how Leon was like yeah, they removed his jacket and they just kept him bare with his gear on, but it's like one of the most random things from the Jack.
I don't know, maybe the Lost Plagas have a sense of style.
Or to be fair though, to be fair though, just probably go that Mendez just told him to remove the jacket and tie them up, and didn't say anything else. The one Plagas just took it. I mean, remember the Plagas are somewhat sentient, but they are still very stupid.
I wonder who the closest behind me. Oh, of course. Guess I'm supposed to be going in a different direction? Oh wait, I have to take the long way now, don't I?
By the way, have you been playing anything else while you've been
Nick?
Yeah.
Mostly Tears of the Kingdom. Bolt Gun's been my break from Tears of the Kingdom. That's where I came from.
Wait, well, what's been your break from it? Bolt gun?
Yeah. Plays really well.
Yeah. I mean, I've just been playing Overlord. I think I'm about halfway through the game.
Nice.
Well, like I said, I think.
You think therefore you are?
Yeah, no. Nah, I think I'm halfway through. Like, I still got a couple more. I definitely got a couple more bosses to still kill. And then after I finish the main game, I still got the DLC stuff to do, the Raising Hell campaign. Which after I finish that...
Oh shit! That scared me.
After I finish that, it's just down to me waiting for Overlord 2 to go on sale again for me to pick up.
I really went the wrong way.
And then after that, I can pretty much say I finished the series that I was actually interested in back in the day.
I kind of wish that Ada can open the trash can and find Ashley like cowering in there.
Yeah, it would have been amusing.
A nice little touch.
But yeah. After I finish that, I might go back to maybe try to finish off Wild Arms Alter Code F, or I play something a little more different, because like I'm at that point where I need to do some kind of item grinding in Wild Arms.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to die on purpose there because I kind of fucked up. I hit the Y button instead of shooting the thing down. Always a good thing I saved. All that for a spin-out? Alright.
Yeah, have you heard that apparently Sony, there's gonna be Metal Gear Solid Master Collection coming out.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't. They say
Yeah.
it's coming to PS5 only. I doubt that.
I don't think it's coming to that only. I think a friend of mine mentioned it though. Said they it's also coming to. Is there the Volume 1 for it? It also the Volume 1 also includes the MSX titles for the Metal Gear MSX titles.
Well, it's just the Metal Gear collection, the HD collection ports.
That's Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake, and then Metal Gear Solid, including VR missions / special missions.
Oh, that's actually interesting.
Which is the old versions. It's going to be 2 and 3 are going to be the HD collection versions.
Holy shit. Never seen them all like lined up like this. That one's wearing glasses for some reason. What the hell? What was I saying? Yeah, what's it called? So yeah, they're remaking Metal Gear Solid 3. That's been rumored for years. So now it's here. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's PS5 exclusive, so.
Yeah, I mean, I said I don't think it is.
No, the remake.
Yeah.
How about the collections? Those like Konami will have to like put those on other consoles. Because come on, that's just money on the table.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I mean, if it's on Switch, that'd be awesome. So I can actually have Metal Gear Solid on the go. I fucking love 3.
Yeah. I was gonna say also remember like this. This is only Volume 1, so 2's more like gonna have 4, 5, which are lengthy as shit in their own rights.
Wait, 4 is actually being part of the.
Well,
4's
no,
being part of?
No, I said remember this Master Collection is a title. Titles tease for Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. And it says, Volume 1 has MGS 1, 2, 3, and the MSX Metal Gear games. And since it says this is Volume 1, that's why I'm thinking, Volume 2 is definitely going to probably have 4 and 5. I'm just also hoping Volume 2 isn't just 4 and 5.
What the hell? Why isn't the button working? It's not letting me go down.
Which, by the way, speaking of that, I also hope that Survive game is not nowhere nearby, because that does not need to be that deserves to be ridiculed, but not part of any collection.
If it's just 4, then that's perfect.
Well, no, I'm saying Volume 2 is. I'm thinking it's definitely gonna be. If there's for Volume 2, it definitely should be 4 and 5, and more than likely includes
Ground Zeroes.
That Ground Zeroes. It doesn't include those 3 because they matter.
What about Revengeance? That's a spinoff.
Revengeance is that's a spinoff. That's like it's kind of say with all it's like this. The games that are full on spin-offs are the 2 Acid games and Revengeance.
If the Metal Gear collection is solid enough, I'll probably use that to stream the Metal Gear games.
I'm just also here's the thing, out of this whole entire Master Collection, I'm hoping Twin Snakes is in there somewhere, just so more people can play it.
I've never touched Twin Snakes, but doesn't Nintendo own that one at this point? Because
they own it or not, I'm just saying I'm hoping it's on there, because
unless they make that like
GameCube.
Unless they make that like the selling point for the selling point for the Switch version.
I feel like people would be more pissed if they made that strictly a Switch version, because that just means this version of the game is still relegated strictly to Nintendo. It's like, and again, of course, I know a lot of people are really.
But then how will we get the Super Mario Sunshine line? Right? Actually, now I think about it.
I was like, dude, I was about to say, they don't. I said they haven't even done any of the GameCube stuff yet on NOS. So it's like, can't really do it. Can't really do it anyways.
No, I'm saying like, well, what about the Super Mario 3D collection?
I'm
just saying, like, there's a way for it to read that you have that save data.
Maybe. So you also got to remember, Psycho Man has also read other stuff too, instead of just those games. And if you didn't have anything either, he just, just made a comment about it. So like I'm saying, like, he still does the whole thing. You're just not going to get all those random references that he makes mention to.
So should I just, if I stream Metal Gear Solid 1, I should just do it off of the PlayStation version, just the... Because I just fixed my PS3 and I was able to connect it online.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to re-download a lot of my PlayStation games.
Yeah, you can. You can if you want to. I'm just saying, I like Twin Snakes to be there, because I said, even though some people are not big fans of how that game is, because it's definitely more action movie like than normal. Than up to that point, it was more action movie oriented, and how Twin Snakes is to the rest of the series up to that point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I get that, but I want people to be able to play it. It's why I say I like, why a lot of the legacy collections that Capcom's put out are disappointing to me, because they've not included, some other games that could fall that would be nice to have other means to play them on.
Cutscene.
All right.
Oh, they're moving Leon back to the village. Alright, so you're saying?
Yeah, like I'll say, like with the X collection, I'm disappointed that it didn't include, the X collection or the extreme games. And I'm like, those would be nice, because the extreme game, at least Extreme 1, first introduces Iris. And Extreme 2, weirdly enough, brings mention of the whole Souls thing that, that Reploids have. That, that was that kind of thing in 5 and 6. Or at least in 6, like, and all.
I mean, I don't know. Capcom with like AIs and human thought is like kind of been going hand in hand a lot lately. Not lately. So it's always been the thing.
Yeah, no, it's just things like that bother me, and like what the original Mega Man collection, Legacy collection, that includes some of the other spin-offs, like the Mega Man Soccer, Battle and Chase, like, or even of course they put their arcade, the 2 Mega Man arcade games on one of their arcade collection things, or arcades, or whatever their arcade things they have up.
Yep.
They put it there, but I'm still like, well, what about these 2 other weird spin-offs that no one else can play because they're relegated to, they're stuck relegated to place, to the old Super Nintendo. And I've been half expecting I was like, if you're not gonna make like, a handheld collection for the Mega Man games, then like, why did you make a Volume 3 that included all the handheld Mega Man games? And you also could have thrown Command Mission in there as well. For Mega Man 1, you could have thrown all the handheld spin-offs in there.
Well, I mean, the Mega Man Legacy Collection is what funded Mega Man 11. Suppose they were getting a new X game? I don't know how true that is.
I don't know. Though I will also continue to say I don't trust Capcom, because they pulled this collection stuff multiple times, and every single time it's like, let's use this stuff to gauge interest and stuff, and I'm like, I hate that idea. But let's throw these out here to gauge interest and to see how people will, see if people buy these with only, you know, again, the most they threw it into them were, you know, like the Rookie Hunter mode and all these cool little things that if you're a big Mega Man fan, you're gonna like.
Oh, I can't kill these bats. I wasted ammo for nothing. Damn.
No, I mean, yeah, what I mean by a big Mega fan, you know, like, you know, showing you all those things, like, you know, the different merchandise and stuff. They probably seen images of that. That's cool and all. But personally, for me, I don't care about that.
I don't know. I always like that kind of stuff in collections. Like, you know, like seeing the instruction manuals and stuff like that.
Again, that's cool and all. I'm just saying, you know, as I'm trying to say, what makes me want to buy this collection instead of trying to hook up an old system to play it? You know, if I have it.
Yeah.
Because I remember, like, I still have the old Legacy collection, and like I have the two previous kind of Legacy collections for Mega Man. Like, I have the old 10th anniversary one for classic Mega Man, which includes, you know, all, you know, Mega Man 1 to 8, which are varying degrees of sound quality in some of them. And it also includes the 2 arcade games in it as unlockables. I have the original X collection, which was 1 through 6, which also had Mega Man Battle and Chase as an unlock, which is weird unlock, but all right. And by that time, by the time the Legacy Collection came out, I had found and got my hands on X7 and X8 for cheap. And so kind of for me, and also I still have Command Mission too. So you kind of see right before I'm like, the only Mega Man games I've been worth getting in that for, you know, the old Legacy Collection for me would have been 9 and 10. And again, at the time, I could still get 9 and 10 other ways instead of buying through the Legacy Collection at the time. Because then it felt weird just buying after against those 2 games, you know?
Well, the Legacy collections exist now, and what's it called? I find they're not bad, except for when they originally started, people were complaining about, you know, why are these collections not all on disc? Why is half of it, you know, digital? Capcom finally learned, you know, because we had Battle Network. The Battle Network collections are all 6 games are on 1 cartridge. Same with the Mega Man Zero collection, all of them 1 cartridge.
I'm like, that makes more that makes more sense. The whole thing, both games for a bundled thing, you all in 1 cartridge is fine. Definitely annoyed by, like, say, like, so you just,
oh yeah, there he is. That's that weirdo with the that's that weirdo. Oh, he's in the center of town square. What the hell?
Just I feel like saying, I was saying, it's just that weird thing, like, you know, oh hey, like, let me buy this here, and then let me just buy this version here and play the game. I'm only about half the games physically, and the other half I have to download on there, which is like, why?
Terrible. Because I don't know. It just wastes memory. It just wastes memory to me.
It wastes memory because the digital version is going to take out memory space. And you have to keep it on there if you want to play that version instead of just popping the game disc or whatever.
Yep.
But like I was saying, like, I get that not for everybody, but again, like, for someone like me who already had the earlier collections of these games, it's like, these don't really give me any reason to want to get these, you know? And the same thing, like, when the Zero ZX collection came out.
Those are really good ports, though.
They're good, but here's the thing, guys, remember, I already had that Zero collection for DS.
Yeah, I have that too, actually.
I got that, and I have ZX. The only game I don't have is Advent, and Advent is a bitch to find. Actually,
I have Advent too. I wonder if that worth anything. Can I sell that now that the collection exists? Right? Is that worth more? Is it worth more to sell?
I don't know. I'm just trying to say, like, that's the only reason I would have bought that version. The only reason I would have bought that one just because, you know, again, trying to find a copy of ZX Advent's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I got lucky when I got lucky when I found it.
Yeah, I was like, trying to find a reasonably priced one's been it's a pain in the ass. So that's why I said I caved and bought the Zero ZX collection.
This guy's wearing Leon's pants too. How?
What the fuck? They must have the pants tied to the jacket then. That's a model.
And the gloves too. I noticed. Oh, weird.
Like I said, probably have the whole thing tied as a model, which again I'm kind of disappointed we can't keep the jacket throughout the main game.
You can do that in the remake.
I get it. I get that in the remake, but it still feels disappointing you can't do that for the base game, for the original game.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's such a weird fucking face.
Yeah. And also again a point here, with the Battle and I'll say the Battle Network collection I can't really fault because there never was a previous collection of the games out for the Battle Network series.
I mean, the original way for people to play that was to get it on the Wii U eShop. Yeah,
which it works too. But like I said, my main gripe with the Legacy Collection was the fact of with the Battle Network was like, why did you guys actually take the time, to at least port or reverse engineer or whatever you need to do for the DS games of Battle Network? Because again, they were the superior versions of the games they're based on. No, it's just kind of like it just annoyed me. Like, why did you guys do that there? Because that would have been a lot better in my opinion, or at least giving the people the option for it instead of being stuck with the GBA versions all the way through. You gave people the option to play Battle Network 1 and 5 through the DS, their DS versions.
I mean, okay, like, I like to think maybe they just didn't know if it was going to be popular enough. Because that game, when Battle Network dropped, that game sold out. And, like, it took me, like, a couple weeks for me to even get a copy. Like, I had to literally import mine from Mexico just to get it.
Yeah. And again, like I say, I'm not really that surprised.
Holy crap, this cutscene is washed. What the fuck?
Yep, PS2. God, that looks fucking awful. It's like getting hit with it's like getting whiplashed, ain't it?
Yeah, it's like somebody turned on the water filter.
And I was like, oh, the game looks all nicer while playing it. And now we move back to the cutscene and everything looks like shit.
Remember, if you become unpleasant to our eyes, you'll face severe consequences.
That's the one downside to the HD version is just the PS2 cutscenes still look fucking awful.
What? Same blood.
They didn't heal, so I forgot. The fuck? Somebody darted her? What? Oh, there's a dude with a fucking dart gun? Okay, that's silly.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, true, but I'm also like, why aren't there more of these guys around, right?
Yeah. Or I don't know, why not just fucking be having, if you have a dart gun, why not just put the fucking Las Plagas in dart guns and just... Yeah.
Or another way, be like, why don't you keep the dart
Oh
guns
shit!
Why don't you keep the dart guns around so you can also, for your reason have the blue herbs around? Poison.
Yeah.
It's like...
I forgot there's these... Oh, you know what? These guys deserve to die for not taking away my guns.
But
Uh.
yeah. I feel like part of the reason why
Oh
they
shit!
I think part of the reason why they didn't include the DS version is because they probably would have asked the voice actors or paid royalties to the VAs for the voice acting lines, which are not very many. But Capcom, if they can get away with it, Capcom's gonna skimp out on paying people or skip out on versions, so not have to pay people royalties or anything.
Oh god, how are they gonna do the Legends collections then?
That I don't know.
Wait, there's voice acting in the was it League of Legends? There's voice acting in the ZX games.
Yeah, I know. But that's the only thing I think of why they wouldn't include the DS versions initially, because like I said, it's that many lines. Like the Japanese version of one, or for which was Operate Shooting Star, which is a DS version of Battle Network 1. If I recall, mainly had voice lines from Land and Mega Man that were because for the Japanese VAs, because they would talk during certain points. Which is the same thing for Battle Network 5, where that game actually got the English dub. So every time you jacked into the internet, you hear Land in his English voice, go the whole jack in, Mega Man, power up. And whenever Mega Man would also talk during certain parts of battles. Like again, though, it's also weird. Again, that probably doesn't hold up either if they made an excuse, because they brought the VAs back for Mega Man on the title screen in those collections to talk. So it's kind of like, trying to think, what excuse did they come up with for not using the DS versions for those two games?
Well, like was the DS versions ever released in America?
Battle Network 5's was.
Battle Network 5 was a DS version? I've never heard of that one being in America.
There it is. Dude.
Oh, you have a good night, Diamond. Oh shit. You have a good night, Diamond. Thank you for swinging by, and I'll catch you next time.
Yeah, hope you rest well. Like, yeah, dude, you know the stuff I get into. We're already an hour in, so we're over an hour in. So like I said, do remember, I've got an emulation and stuff too, and like there is an English release of Battle Network 5.
Yeah, no, Ada's design is awesome. I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah. As weird as it is though for Ada to be running around in the Chinese dress, this Chinese like dress, like I dig it because it fits her character.
She's a femme fatale.
Yeah, exactly. I said it's why it's like it fits her character. I like it. But also makes why her attire in the 2 remake was a little. I can't remember what her looked like in 2 remake, but it felt kind of lacking.
Oh, she used the travel. Oh wait, my design. Oh yeah, the merchant. Yes, thank you. What's it called? I love commissioning my artists to give me a new looks. It's very fitting.
Yeah.
I didn't think about this until after the stream, until after the end of the RE4 stream.
Yeah, the original 4 stream.
Yep. And then I used this outfit entirely for the remake.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think that were you like thinking about trying to get me like dress like get me made as Krauser or something was an idea you had?
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go. But then let's go. I don't want to put too much work on mutual art friend.
Yeah, that's fine. But by the way, speaking of them though, like I've also been getting ideas of maybe some I'm still keeping ideas of other forms on mine for my character at least if they want to do them. Again, naturally it's for me to have more options to work with, but it's also them if they want to do anything with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, as I told you before, like if they want to use my character for anything of theirs, that's good and all. I just want to be given the heads up about it, is all, so I can keep an eye out for it.
Yeah. But they're not online.
I know. I get that, dude. But I'm just saying, like, if they're wanting to, either way, I just want to be given the heads up if they want to do anything with the character,
Yeah. So that.
That's all. It's mainly, as like I said, it's all I want. It's like, if they're gonna do something with it, I just want to be given a heads up, and if possible, see how the results turned out, because I'd be curious,
Yeah.
What are you selling?
Like that's all you want to just know about it. If they put it out online or anything,
Is that all, stranger?
no problem there
Is that
either.
all? Thank you.
I just
Is that all,
again
stranger?
want to know.
Is that all? Thank you.
I feel like I'm not gonna run into the other thing because I sold that other one, so it's fine.
Thank you. Is
Yeah,
that
you sold the green gem, I believe it was.
Thank you.
Yep. Alright, let's see, what do they have for me to
The elegant
purchase?
mask.
Let's get the rifle.
I think I believe the cat's eyes went to the Bearsteins.
Oh god, I missed that auto sort feature in the remake. I really am spoiled.
Yeah, about to say, yeah, definitely probably are though. Like like I said, I definitely enjoy playing Tetris with the inventory. I kind of enjoy it.
Oh, it's fun. I can admit that. But sometimes I just like the whole entire movement of the. I don't know, it's so satisfying just to see everything just organized in like kind of categorized in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I get you. Like to be fair, like I do that too. Like no, again, for me, all my weapons are up in one. Like usually try to keep all my weapons and stuff on the left side, and all my ammunitions, everything else kind of fills up, the right side, or any little gaps I need them to take up.
I would buy a first aid spray just to be safe. Alright. Well, at least I don't have to worry about upgrading weaponry.
But yeah, and again, as I was saying there before we went off on that little tangent, there was the five version of Battle Network, the DS version of Battle Network 5, which is Battle Network 5 DS or Double Team. It has a save slot for you to play either both on Colonel, both on Proto Man, or one of each. I can't remember which one exactly. It's been a while. And you still can gain access to any bonuses from the other, all on one DS cartridge.
Thanks, Sile, but it's 11. You should go to bed.
Yeah, it's after 11. Like 20 minutes till midnight. But yeah, like I say, like I wasn't expecting them to put that on there, but I was hoping they would. Same thing, like the only one I would understand they wouldn't put on there would have been Operate Shooting Star because that was Japan only. But at the same time, I'm like, you could have found some way to rushly put those quality of life improvements that you'd had in that version back into the GBA one.
The Chainsaw Sister is here.
Because those quality of life improvements really did make that version, definitely makes that trying to play Battle Network 1 a lot better. Because again, Battle Network 1 has definitely got first gain syndrome.
So where'd you come from? God damn, the rifle is just fucking powerful. Is that it? Oh wait, no. I thought the blinking thing is down.
Of course, I was on that subject there. It also makes it also feels weird. Like, I get why Battle Network 1 needed that DS treatment more for the quality of life improvements, but it's also like, why didn't you guys do that for 6? Because that came after, and that was also a game that was, split in two kind of thing,
Yeah. Oh, that's so weird that she has a lift key.
Hey, it's weird, but at the same time, like, makes sense why the first game definitely needed it, just for the quality of life shit. So it made more sense to make 6.
Oh shit! This is the cabin. This is where we fight. This is where Leon fights. What's his name?
Chief Mendez.
Yeah.
Or as people meme on him now, the Big Cheese.
Ow, they've been calling him that since ever.
Oh, I mean, yeah. What is that? I thought
Essentially,
I
Leon,
still think so.
essentially Ada's kind of killing Leon, taking all the ammo out of here.
Yeah. No, as I, you know, again, like I still feel Salazar looks. I still feel Salazar's kind of a downgrade. At
Really?
least at least by the way he looks. I'm like the ways with his hair all puffed out like that. I can't have a picture crazed old granny.
Hey, no, you say it. You say that, right? People say like, what's it called? Napoleon, right? I say,
Yeah.
I say he looks like a freaking like a Mozart. Who's that? Who's that musician who, that old musician who does the music with the powdered wig?
You got to narrow that down because I think a lot of musicians back in the day did that when powdered wigs was a thing.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
If you're I don't know if it's Mozart or whoever, but it's like maybe like that. But you also gotta remember, I'm saying, OG Salazar's kept the hat on all the time, so it's like, again, that's where the Napoleon jokes came from, because he kept the hat on. If he didn't have the hat on all the time, there might have been other jokes made, but because the hat stayed on, that's why I made him look like Napoleon.
God fucking damn.
Like to be like, you can't deny the fact for Salazar, that hat on just like
It fits him.
the hat, the outfit. Like I said, the hat, the suit. Like you can't help but think of Napoleon when you look like we saw Napoleon also look dressed. It's like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like I get why some people might think another way, and it's fine. For me, like he's gonna be just like a Napoleon lookalike. It's also weird. Like you also feel like it also feel like he's shorter than Napoleon. So that's why people just also call him midget Napoleon, because he just feels shorter than Napoleon. You know. I don't know why. It's like I know it's weird to say that because Napoleon was also sort of short too, but it's like kind of Ninja Napoleon just sort of fits Salazar, weirdly enough, right?
I don't know. Like I like a lot of the changes they did. Like also the fight is way better. I feel. Because like he's no longer a literal wallflower.
I get that. No, I just like his visual change. I'm like, to me, it feels like a downgrade. The visual change he's gotten. It feels like a downgrade to me. Also, yes, that was probably something that I'm just not a big fan of how the whole remake trilogy stories have been going. I'm not a big fan of all the changes done to the whole story stuff. It feels weird to me. We're still having this whole remake stories going on. But like the remakes have their own little story going.
I mean, I like how the whole remake kind of builds up. You know what I mean? It started off as like a tradition, like the original, the first remake, right? It followed the story to a T, except for adding Lisa. Oh, except for expanding upon Lisa Trevor.
Yeah, because I remember Lisa was also part of there. Just they expanded on it. They added her and expanded on it.
Yeah, there were just notes on her.
Yeah, like I said, again, the thing you can say, RE1's remake could replace the original. Like all versions of the original one, it could replace those for in terms of gameplay stuff. We will also go back to the original just because we want to laugh our asses off at the voice work. Again, nothing against the voice actors, but dear God, the line deliveries make that fucking hilarious.
That it is. They do.
And of course, some of the later versions, and some of the later versions are worth just laughing at for the music choice. Because like, do you remind you of the fart music in the kitchen?
The basement.
It's there's also the basement, but it also plays in the kitchen where that one zombie comes up and opens the door.
Oh yeah, the one super zombie.
Yeah, which Matt blew his head off in one shot.
Oh my God, that build up was so fucking hilarious to me.
that was hilarious. It's like Matt literally rolled a 20 on that headshot and just killed all this build up for this thing.
This thing is a pain in the ass to fight. I'm not looking forward to it. This thing's really hard. Bang. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's like everyone knew that zombie's a bitch, but that surprise critical just made that whole moment hilarious.
He had to
Because we
fully,
all,
he had to fully complete a shotgun by then, right?
What are you buying?
I don't think he did I don't think he did the original one, but either way, it's still fun. It was still funny as hell, though.
Oh yeah, I forgot who I was talking with. What's it called? Someone like I was talking with a friend saying that they want the They want the classic Resident Evil games on a collection. And they said if they do that, I would love for them to port the DS version.
I think we might have been. I think we were doing it at one point.
Were we talking about that? I was talking to somebody IRL.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think you might have. I think we also talked about that something like that last week too. I think to a degree, or a week before that. So I think we were talking about this at one point ourselves too.
Hmm. Well, also, I forgot to mention that the remake also kind of expands upon like things. Did you know that the LE Gantes are actually now the village children when they're infected with the plaga?
That sounds way more fucked up than I think. I think was the original thing Guntas where they were just
The village idiots.
no, not village. I think weren't they like more heavily mutated villagers, and now they literally just changed that to the children. But like that feels like that's a bit more of a leap than expected.
It's more. Well, I mean, you only find it if you find the notes on it, which I found. I just didn't read it on stream.
Yeah, I mean, like again, to be fair, like people are like weren't their kids around. I'd be kind of like considering what the village is like. I wouldn't been considering how the adults are like. I wouldn't been surprised if the kids, if the children died in the process. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they died in the process, or
Holy shit! Speaking of an El Gigante,
yeah.
well, let's take care of this one.
But again, like I was saying, like you see where I'm coming from, though. It's like where I'm saying, like I wouldn't been surprised if the kids died in the process trying to be, infected, or or more really, they may, they might just got consumed or something.
Jesus Christ, is this rifle fully upgraded or something?
Yeah. Like I say, like I said, it's also just as equally fucked up and all, but it's like, so it's like they leave that to your imagination to a degree in the in the OG here, because like, yeah, there's no kids around, so like, it leads you to wonder what the hell happened, right?
Yeah.
Because you also gotta remember, like all the other special kind of Plagas enemies are more like it's easy to, unless it's state otherwise, it's very easy to assume they're just they're just heavily mutated versions of villagers. Because remember, like, you see how big the Plagas here is in El Gigante, so it wouldn't be surprising, to make the El Gigante, they just took one villager, infected with a parasite, and then did whatever they could to mutate the thing to make it even bigger.
Yeah.
And, make it like this. And of course, I forget the wolf, the guys with the claws were called, but
the is it conquistadors?
I don't know.
I think it's a Spanish term for gladiator.
Yeah, it makes sense, but again, you also like that also makes sense, close the eyes off, enhance the hearing.
Also cutscene.
All right.
There's a sample.
Okay, we skipped the foreplay. As a matter of fact, I was just going to get it.
I gotta tell you, this is right after they get out of the house section.
Sounds like fun to me. Just hurry up.
Okay, lady. Where do you stand on all of this? Exactly what kind of group are you working for?
There are some things in the world better off not knowing. This is one of them.
Fine. I can take a hint. I don't care who you are, as long as you get rid of that old man and his religious friends.
These chapters are surprisingly short. Oh, another story recap.
Among all the people involved in this, Luis Serra has the least entanglements. He works for no organization, preferring to move on his own. I'm the one who told the organization of his importance. I did it because I like him. His history betrays an enthusiasm I once shared. It was a stroke of luck that I happened to intercept his email for help. It seems he can't trust the police, So he sent the email to an old friend from college. He must have thought his friend was still alive. At any rate, that's how I managed to find him. Apparently, he's been conducting his own investigation of the cult while doing research on Las Plagas. A brilliant scientist. He's accumulated a pile of data and pieced it all together. Must be why Sadler hired him. Too bad Sarah's snooping has aroused his suspicion. When I told him who I was, he practically begged to be taken into custody. He needed protection. He said, I have no love for Las Plagas or this stupid cult. I want out. I just want peace and quiet again. I ordered him to bring me a Master Plaga specimen, a sample for evidence. Looks like he's one of the few people whom Sadler actually trusts. Tracking him down and getting my hands on the sample shouldn't be difficult. I doubt the cult will take kindly to his escape, though. I'll have to guide this along if I want it to go smoothly.
Oh. Well, you know, they really dived in. They really dived in on Lewis's lore in the remake. Honestly, you know that he actually, you know, they actually, not, I don't know, is this a retcon? They said that he's the one who created the Nemesis. He's the one who created Nemesis.
That feels that definitely feels like a retcon, because remember, Nemesis was more of a that was an Umbrella product initially that was used to hunt down stars.
No, he's ex-Umbrella.
Sorry, but following a
I don't think there's anything in the original that even said he was ex-Umbrella.
Yep, but now he is. That's good, and that kind of makes a lot of sense. That kind of makes a lot of sense to me.
It may also means it's another change to the character.
I don't know. I think it works if they're trying to like tie everything. They're trying to like tie up all loose ends. I feel. God, this cutscene is so Matrix.
Bit of advice: try using knives next time. Works better for close encounters.
Nah, I mean, I was gonna keep quiet while the cutscene was going because again, no subtitles.
Yeah, no, this cutscene we already seen this in the remake.
Long time no see.
And the original.
Ada.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So it is true.
True? About what?
You working
Never
with
understood the
Wesker.
flashbang in the glasses.
I see you've been doing your homework.
Why, Ada?
What's it to you?
Why are you here? Why'd you show up like this?
Again, considering what she generally does for a living, it's maybe weird, but it also makes sense to have something like that on hand, or something like that's more passable flashbang or smoke. So it's more passable as a flash.
Luis has succeeded in recovering the sample. He's waiting in the castle. Get in contact with him ASAP.
Understood.
And that US government lapdog, Leon. If you do happen to encounter him, put him out of commission. We can't let him interfere with our plans.
He has no idea what's going on. He's nothing we need to worry about.
He's a survivor of Raccoon City. We can do without the extra distraction. Take him out.
Leon.
Yeah, I never understood. Does Ada like Leon, or?
Oh, I'm pretty sure she does. But pretty sure she does and all, but
Welcome.
but she definitely does like him.
Good things. What are you, boy?
But she also has her fun messing with him like this.
Oh shit, her bowgun. Damn it, 7,000% those.
Yep.
What are you selling?
But yeah, it's like,
Is that old?
and again, like that's what I said. You gotta remember, the remake is doing its own story thing. Like the stories are going their own way here from 2 onwards.
Yeah.
Like, and remember, remake 1, since it follows the original story so closely, you could literally replace the original Resident Evil 1. But I was also trying to say before, it just feels really odd that we have a remake story that has its own alternate history of everything playing out. Things play out just differently enough for it to be different, while we still technically have the original storyline going.
Can these guys
like,
kill? Can these guys kill the freaking merchant?
Don't know. I wouldn't take the chance on it if you if I were you. But I was saying, you know, like again, like yeah, Resident Evil 8 ended there, but it's also
Oh,
on a cliffhanger, you know.
Resident Evil 8 ends
No.
on a cliffhanger.
No, not cliffhanger. Like, it ends, but there's I meant to say next time. It ends there, but there's room for more stuff to happen, you know.
Hmm.
Also on that same subject there too, to mention this here. You know, like I haven't seen what the DLC was for 8 yet about Rose's story yet, so that's something I still need to look at.
I need to get the shotgun. I need to get the shotgun ready. What's it got?
But yeah, but like I was saying, like that's something I need to look at that, see how that plays out there. But you know, for the most part, it's like, you know, Rose is unique in her own regards, and we know someone else who's like that too.
Sherry.
2 other people. Well, other than we know 2 other people like that. It's just one of them probably can't get easy and hold contact with anymore.
Oh, Sherry? Oh, Sherry or Jake?
Sherry and Jake. Like, remember, Jake is Wesker's son. We don't know.
And Wesker is a clone of a... And it's been confirmed Wesker is a clone of somebody. Well, I don't know. I'm still expecting people to... I'm still expecting Wesker to come back at some point.
As I doubt he's going to come back, because you got to remember, all the other children in that project died.
Including the original?
Like, we got to remember, I think they weren't clones as much as the original. They're all orphans that were raised by Spencer in this little crazy-ass project of his that he was doing.
Oh, Spencer and his weird-ass experiments on orphan children.
Yeah, like, yeah, remember, Spencer was trying to make, you know, the perfect human. You know, very, you know...
Very comic book.
Very comic book, but also a very, you know... A very good kind of... Yeah, comic book, but also very related to something else, too, when you think about it. Real world related.
Yeah.
Not gonna say what for obvious reasons.
Yep.
But...
I get what you're pointing out.
Yeah. But, you know, at the same time, though, like I said, out of all of them that we know of, Wesker is the only one to live. And we also got to take into account, we don't know when Wesker had Jake, but Jake somehow is immune to the C virus, so...
But he's immune to... I think, isn't it like he's immune to everything? It's just that the C virus was just the plot virus of the game?
I don't know if it's everything or not, but whatever the case is, you know, Jake is unique enough to where, you know, like I said, it's him being immune to that compared to everyone else. It makes you think, even, you know, he was probably birthed at some point while Wesker, after he injected himself with a progenitor virus, right? So that's what I'm trying to say, you know, like, Jake at least is unique in that regard. Sherry, we also know, is definitely unique because she still has to deal with, you know, the fallout of being infected with the G virus.
The incest virus.
And as we know, and again, Rose is also unique now because she's literally, weirdly, strangely, she was born based on, she's full-on human, born from the whole mold, or like whatever the mold kind of virus it was initially based on. So, you know, it's like I said, we know at least 3 very unique characters in this series, in the original storyline at least.
I forgot I made this joke. I made a joke with a friend calling it, oh yeah, you know, so we basically have straight up the Bio Warriors. What?
You know, we say that, we say Bio Warriors, I start thinking of something completely different now, because, like, considering recent trends in a very, you know, a certain series, we literally got 3 characters that can literally form their own Super Sentai group.
I mean, kind of. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm probably never gonna get a Dynasty Warriors Resident Evil game.
Yeah. You know, like I said, that would the. I don't know why Capcom hasn't tried doing that one in particular. I'm like, that feels like such an obvious pick.
I feel like there's like more Warby titles, like because everyone uses guns in Resident Evil.
I mean, well, Gundam. Well, you also remember Gundam works because there are so fucking many mobile suits. So there's plenty of variety there for both foes, and playable characters. Especially the Gundam series, the Dynasty Warriors part of it can literally just say, come up with fuck all for a story for why all these different mobile suits are coming together. Different eras.
What the, oh, it spit acid on me? Fuck, I gotta do all this again? Damn.
Well, like what I'm trying to say, like I feel like
Mm-hmm.
at least try to feel like for at least for Devil May Cry, like I said, we have at least.
Devil May Cry makes more sense for a Warriors type game.
I mean, it would, but I'm also saying we have at least on base, as I call, 5 characters that are. At base, 5 characters. We have Dante, Virgil, Nero, Lady, and Trish.
You could possibly do Neo Angelo.
Well, I mean, I was trying to say, at base we got 5 characters right there. The problem then falls in. I was trying to say, the problem then falls in filling that in there, because the only other real options would have been, like different versions of Dante. Because remember, his weaponry changes based on the game.
So there probably couldn't be like a you probably wouldn't have the style system then.
Well, you still have it there to a degree, but also be kind of like it'd be more tied to your combo chain than like it'd be more tied to your combo chain than trying to be flashy with it. Because let's be real, if you're good for some of these games, if you're good enough, you can make a fight flashy as shit in a Dynasty Warriors game.
Oh my
I'm just
god,
trying
I was
to say,
pushing start for the life. I was pushing start so hard just so I can freaking get to this.
But I'm saying, just like try to say, for Devil May Cry in general, it's just the problem, is Dante and Virgil would have at least 2 different versions of whatever. Virgil would have 2 versions. Virgil and Nero would have 2 versions, because remember, even though Virgil's in 4 special, his moveset's still very similar to what it was in 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got 5, where I think Virgil, his stuff's branched out a bit more, not to be exactly related to his, 3 counterpart. Nero would have his, Devil May Cry 4 stuff, and then there, depending on how they want to do it, you either have his 5, where he's like in 5, where, he doesn't have his arm, with the various different attachments. Or, now you bother with that, it's up to them. Dante's one I feel like the problem is because remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, Dante has a completely new arsenal every single time.
God fucking damn it!
Trish generally has like her lightning powers and the guns she carries, and then after she joins with Dante and starts doing her own antics stuff, she uses Sparta. And Lady hasn't really changed up her arsenal. She's stuck with all the stuff she's always had since 3. So if we're keeping that as a base, those are the only characters we got. So like I said, we don't have those 5 particular characters, but Dante would have the most variety because again, like I said, different games, different moveset. They would have to do something totally different with V if they wanted to put him in there, because his style, it works in Devil May Cry 5, but it would not work in a Dynasty Warriors game exactly, because,
You have to use one weapon at a time?
Well, as I remember, it's not just one weapon. We remember a slow-moving character that just summons characters, then has to, either constantly keep calling them out or command them to do stuff. It really wouldn't work. That doesn't really fit well in a Dynasty Warriors game. For a Dynasty Warriors kind of game for a character to be like that.
Doesn't he also have to like finish off the demons because demons can't kill each other?
Yeah. He has to purposely finish off. Yeah, he has to finish some of them off, or some of them at least. But like I said, you get the idea though, right? V would be the one that had to do a major overhaul with. And also, like you said, they wanted to bring in some past villain characters, like Yeah, Neo Angelo could work. You know, it's a different version. It's a different version of Virgil. And then, you know, and of course, you know, if they really wanted to do it, they could make it unlockable where you could play as Sparta, because we technically never got to do that. Oh yeah, yeah. I forget her name, but I forget her name from Devil May Cry 2. Like,
Lucia?
Lucia, yeah. She, you know, she could be a playable character if they were to do one.
I know because I've been thinking about streaming DMC 2 just so I can get it out of the way.
I mean, again, I wouldn't blame you just to stream get that done with, because like, it is definitely like the most dull game of the series. Sadly.
Yeah, no, I get why people hate it. It's one of those games that I literally went in with my optimism.
And then they came in, and then after a while, Count Rising, yeah, the hate on it's, the hate's legit, right?
The hate is justified.
And like I said, here's the messed up thing. Dante's gear wise, like
That is still his best outfit, I think.
As I said, what he looks like is great in 2. It's just, god damn, that personality is not, the personality is not there, man.
Well,
So that's something they fixed in Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, where, oh hey, Dante shows up here. Oh, guess what? He's got his Devil May Cry 1 personality attached with his Devil May Cry 2 look. Perfect.
Well, there's this ongoing theory that Dante's just like suffering from depression because, you know, killed his brother. Kind of makes sense, actually.
Maybe, but you also gotta remember. Like, here's the thing. The timeline for the whole thing would have gone 3, 1, 2, 4, 5. It's just, it feels weird about that, because wouldn't he have been depressed at the end of 3 that his brothers lost the demon realm, and then at the same time, like, it's a little way. It's just kind of weird that he should be depressed in 2, after, you know, again, how he is acting at the end of 1.
Well, what's it good?
Like, it's like I said, it makes no, like I said, the personality change makes no sense. You know, trying to do a lore-wise description, it doesn't. There's no way to do it. It makes no sense. The development team had their own problems with that, because, you know.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's a development thing. I'm saying it's like it's a really compelling fan theory.
Just again, like I said, it just feels like it falls flat when you take consider how Dante was acting at the end of Devil May Cry 1.
Well, Devil May Cry 1, yo, I think Dante's actually more in tune to his emotions than people give him credit for.
I get that, but I'm just saying, you know, with how he acts in the Devil May Cry 1, it feels weird, you know, for him to suddenly be like that in 2, without us knowing what all happened between 1 and 2.
Holy shit! I just fucking.
So, I mean, like I said, I'm not saying it's like an outright bad theory and all. It's just that when you take in context of all the stuff there, it feels off, you know. It doesn't seem like it connects correctly, you know.
Fuck. Am I supposed to go in this room?
You know, and again, another, you know, weird enough, another series I could probably do for, you know, like a mini kind of Warriors game would be Onimusha.
There are so many characters in Onimusha just with 2 alone.
1, 2, and 3 alone would be decent roster, because there's Samanosuke from 1 and 3, Kaede from 1,
Jean Reno from 3.
Okay,
his name is not Jean. I think it's Pierre.
Yeah, I think it's Pierre or something like that, but, you know, we know who it is. And then, you know, there's also your 4 different companions from 2. So that's 7 playable characters right there.
And maybe Marcellus if you want to, like, you know, have fun with a demon character. If you want to
that's what I was gonna say. You know, not count, like, for the good guys, that's our options. For the villains options, we got, you know, we have Marcellus. We also got Go Gigantes. Because people definitely probably enjoy playing as him from 2. the man is flamboyant, but he can back up his words of being the greatest demon swordsman. So again, like that alone, there's 9 characters right there. And here's the thing. You want to be they want to be real cheeky about this. You know what else they could do? Give us Nobunaga.
Oh,
Like they remember, right? You gotta remember, we never like said Nobunaga. As far as I recall, Nobunaga never fought in his human form. So that's what I'm saying. They want to be cheeky about it. Give us Nobunaga, right?
yeah.
And again, also not taking into account though, 4 has its own. I think 4 has its own batch of characters. 4 I never played, sadly. I want to.
Is that Dawn of Sorrows or something?
Yeah, that's the Dawn. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the Dawn one. I think it is. But the thing is though, I kind of want to finish the other games first. Like I played through 1 and cleared it enough time, a bunch that I don't need to play through it again.
I mean, one is a comfort game for me at this point.
And 2, I really got to get off my ass and work through that fucking game to try and see, just try and do the goddamn gifting system bullshit.
Yeah, that one's kind of a mess.
That it's the problem with that game is that it's a pain in the ass if you're trying to 100% complete it. That's where it's a pain in the ass. Because you gotta remember with 2, you have to pretty much go through the game like I think at least minimum 3 or 4 damn times. Because you gotta be careful of who you have a bigger friendship with in the game in order to make these characters appear at these certain situations to get their cutscenes, and then you have to do the inverse later on to make them where you actually have to fight them or shit, you know? Like, ugh, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say no to playing Onimusha 2, but I'm not really going out of my way to play it. I was like, I only really care for Samanosuke's story. That sounds pretty shallow, doesn't it? But
it definitely does, because you gotta remember, 2 is the one that wraps up the whole Nobunaga angle from the first game.
I thought the whole Nobunaga thing comes back in the whole thing in 3. That's why he's like trying to infiltrate demon stuff.
3's got, I can't recall the exact thing in 3, but I definitely know Nobunaga. No, Nobunaga's the key focal point in 2 of your target in 2. Like remember, your final battle in the first game was against the Lord of Demons, Rotenboth, or whatever how you pronounce that bastard's name. 2, you fight a bunch of other demons, which also attends to you fighting Nobunaga. And 2 is also the one that gives you what is essentially a true Onimusha, because Jubei Yagu
isn't his mother like a straight up demon?
His mother's a demon, his father's a human, so he's more the true embodiment of an Onimusha.
Oh god damn it! I have to do this boss fight no matter what. TMP. Got no grenades to use, so TMP.
But yeah, but like I was saying, I need to finish through 2. I might one day, over time, go back and try to do the frickin' completion for it. But at least need to try to get off my ass and finish through 2. Then I can go play 3 finally, because I dabbled in 3 years ago, but never finished it because it was a rental. And also back when I didn't know what the hell I was doing as a kid playing this game.
Oh my god, I hate this closed environment fighting shit.
And of course after that I can move on to 4 and say, okay, I played all the Onimusha games and I've still got Blade Wars, so I want to, I played all the Onimusha games I want to play. I definitely recall, I do believe there was a tactical game. And I don't like tactical games.
Really? You're the RPG guy.
Yeah, remember, even though I'm an RPG guy, there are various types of RPGs, dude.
This guy can fucking knock my head off in one hit if I'm not careful.
Yeah, dude, I more so prefer, action RPGs or JRPGs. I'm not I'm not really a fan of tactical RPGs. Okay?
Are these locks reinforced? Because I can't break them.
As I was gonna say, if there is a lock on them, you should be able to break them. Then just, remember, it might take a bit more for Ada to break them. Try to recall if you could have picked up grenades or something for this part.
I used them up in the garden.
I was I don't think I used them up. I don't think I did. I used them up in the garden or anything because I was like, when I played those guys said I would be more cautious at the village with my ammunition conserved. So, by this point I think I was concerned because I remembered, once you get to the castle, you definitely want to be carrying, plenty of ammunition for when the plagas pop out, especially nightfalls. Once you want to have ammunition for the plagas, especially once you get to the castle, you have to deal with type 2 the type 2 plagas.
Yeah.
And then eventually for type 3, because type 3 can die easily, but you still want
I have not picked up one flash. Oh, okay, so I could shoot the lock off. It just takes a lot of ammo. Yeah. That's stupid.
Well, you also have to remember, remember, Ada's weapons all come out, pre-leveled up and whatnot, so you can't upgrade any of their stuff. But Like I was telling you now, if you were to ever play through 2, I'd be there with you, or I'd also, if you're doing it on YouTube, and I'll set, if you want, I'll link you to a guide if you want to try to do all the trading bullshit off stream, between, if we can get into it between. If we don't reach the, points of where, oh hey, you go this far in, shit gets fucked up kind of deal for everybody kind of stuff. As I can leave you a guide, you can do the whole trading shit off stream,
Yeah.
Yeah, to get to get the jewels, try and get the power magic jewels, as well as also try to get the armor the gear stuff for the other characters that, for some reason, some of the characters hold gear all that another character would use. Weird as shit, I know, right?
Very. Unleash is a weird series, though.
It is, but like I said, no, it's something we could do there. And if you really want to, we also set the whole thing out to where you could also try and attempt all the dark areas if you want, or dark zones, or whatever the hell they're called into.
Shadow Realms? You think they're called?
I think it's Dark Realms maybe, because you remember Shadow Realms is a Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
Oh no, Underworld.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, listen, we can probably do something like that for 2 at least, because let's be real, you really do need it for 2, because you really have a hub town area for 2 portions of the game, and most of the areas you go to, once you go here, you're not don't expect to become back here kind of deal, Like I said, if we were to do that, I would definitely tell you have a guide on hand just to help you out, because you'll probably need it.
Yeah.
I would definitely say if you were to play 3 as well, I definitely say for 3 and 4, probably just have a guy that tells you where the jewels are at the very least. Because like I said, at least for those, it would be more beneficial to have those guys on hand.
I mean, I'm still happy how my handmade guide still kind of is.
How it worked for 1.
Yeah. The guide I made back on the fucking PS2. Well, no. Yeah, no, it was the PS2 version.
Yep.
Not Genma.
Yeah. Still wish we could have gotten Genma as an option or so, because I'm like, it would have been cool to play it.
Yeah, I always wondered, was that always just a Microsoft exclusive kind of thing?
I don't know. I don't. As I said, it came out on the Xbox version. I figured it was following the whole. Oh yeah, look. Oh look. We put this game out later on a different system. Let's add some extra shit to it. Kind of what Capcom was well known for doing around that time when they started putting all their other shit from, they initially planned upon the GameCube. Oh yeah, here, let's put this extra good shit on the the PS2 version.
Motherfucker.
Which definitely which are definitely some cases were very kind of bullshit, kind of bullshit for some of the stuff they chose to put on there at times.
Mm-hmm. Saving the TMP for later because that TMP fucking tears through crowds.
Definitely, yeah.
Shotgun's good for crowd control as is.
I was gonna say, if you examine the guns, you'll see. As I said, if you examine your guns, that's what I was trying to tell you before. You can see the pre-upgrade stats in them.
Oh shit, I can. Firing speed, realistic capacity. Oh wow, the capacity's high on the shotgun.
Yeah. Like I say, you gotta remember, like, 8 is also a very unique shotgun too. Yeah, I don't think you actually get that version in any other game for the rest of the game there. So yeah, so you can't see. So yeah, you see there's no full-on upgrade stuff for anything for Ada, but your money's literally just spent on like buying buying everything else, buying all the stuff you'll need, like all the stuff for you from the merchant, whether it be
oh my god,
supplies, attachments.
So this explains why there's no one in here. That legitimately spooked me.
seeing the red guy in there when you just walk the land.
Oh man, so how the hell does the broken butterfly get in here now? Oh, he shot me in my stomach. Holy fucking shit! It did a lot of damage.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so we've already gone for 2 hours now, so we've already reached the minimum requirement for the stream.
Yep, that's good. If I can beat this in one session, that'd be good.
Hey, you're not beating this one session.
You think so?
Let's say, like, again, you're not beating this one session if you're wanting to play this reasonably.
Yeah, sure. This is also a blind playthrough.
Yeah, because again, to remind you, dude, you're still in the castle. You still have the island shit to do. Like you still got a bunch of other stuff to do. And like just that, because I just want to remind you, like, do you remember one of the moments where Ada helped Leon? Like 2 of the moments where she helped him.
Let's see. There's the Big Cheese, and then there's Krauser, and then there's Sadler.
But I was like, you gotta remember, anything you have to play through those sections as Ada, and here's like, I'm sure, and I said,
oh my god, I have all these jewels I haven't sold. I could have fucking bought the crossbow. You know what? It's fine. It's fine.
So yeah, I'm just trying to tell you, like, say, you've still got a bunch more to go through for the game here, which is why I'm telling you, if you're trying to play this reasonably, that's why you're not gonna finish it in one sitting.
Yeah, so I guess the smart move is not to burn myself out after coming back.
Definitely. Again, remind you, if you still plan to do what you're doing in June.
Got a selection of good things on what are you selling?
Like I said, if you're still planning to do that, you definitely need not to burn yourself out.
Is that all?
Because let's be real, knowing how you are, you're very likely to do that to yourself in June during that marathon.
What are you?
It's an attempt to try something. I'm trying something new. You know what I mean?
I get it. I'm just telling you again. I'm saying, dude, knowing how you are, it's very likely that you will do that to yourself in June.
Not enough for the bowgun yet. All right.
So yeah, and of course, like I say, you can't say I'm wrong either, because it is a very good possibility you will do that.
Well, Star Fox,
right?
well, Star Fox isn't like Star Fox isn't that taxing, so I'm pretty sure I can knock out a. What the hell?
Here's the thing, yeah.
Oh my god! What the fuck? This cutscene.
Like I said, dude. Okay, I'll wait for the cutscene to end then before I say anything.
Can I kill Leon from here? I'm legitimately curious.
Oh, this cutscene.
Hey, you see him actually fighting.
Yeah, Star Fox 1 and 2 you'll be fine with, because I imagine you're just want to play through these and be done with them. Because again, 1 is definitely something you don't want to go back and play again. 2's cool to see some of the stuff that was made and then what was taken and used in later games. But let's also be fair though, 2 is also still going to be a bit. 2 is also going to still be a bit jank, because remember it's still a Super Nintendo game.
I did a let's play of it. What's it called?
Yeah, no, I'm also want to mainly say, Star Fox 64, you depending on how much you get into that one, you might burn yourself on that. You might burn yourself out by playing through all of that one and playing everything in it in one sitting.
And Adventures is just gonna be a straight up Legend of Zelda game, so that one I know really well, and I'm not looking up any guides because I want to see how much I remember.
Yeah, well, I was about to say, and again, Adventure is one that you will have to take your time on. With it, being a Zelda-like game, you will have to take your time on it. Assault's a game you can literally clear in one stream too, considering how short it is. Unless you try to play on gold.
Oh,
try to play on the gold.
Oh, this cutscene, but from Ada's perspective. Yeah, that kind of explains why he had the Plaga sample, because he was supposed to give that to Ada.
Now that I have the sample, you serve me no purpose.
Sadler!
My boy Salazar will make sure you follow the same fate.
I still can't. I can't keep myself from making the joke.
I am a researcher, hired by Sadler. He found out what I was up to.
Don't talk.
Here. It should suppress
Oh my god, man!
the parasite.
It's so hard not to correct the joke. We see that we see where that appendage came from that killed him.
I know.
To get it back.
Back on Cinemac Tech on what's it called? Cinemac Tech on G4, they had a joke about sexual moments in games. This was number 6. It's fucked up.
It's fucked up, but it's appropriate to go with the joke.
That was a Valentine's Day special.
That definitely sounds like an old That definitely sounds like an old G4 thing.
I found Louise. Unfortunately.
No, sure. That's not something that you definitely hear, see on G4 as well as if there was like a parody newsletter site for video game news.
Have you had a chance to eliminate Leon?
Not yet.
If that's the case, then maybe we can capitalize on his little lucky streak. Take advantage of the distraction he is causing for Sadler and his followers to retrieve the sample.
Oh, that's the end of this chapter.
Okay, so you want to keep trying to go, or you want to call it here?
I'm just gonna save. I'm gonna let this recap play. Then I'm gonna save.
His skills and personality have been tested both on and off the battlefield. If he weren't the best, he would become a liability that would jeopardize the rest of us. My conclusion? He's a great soldier. No more, no less. As long as he's well compensated, He shouldn't cause any problems for us. If he does start to get restless, I can take care of him. I've studied his combat style and can deal with that arm of his if necessary. Krauser answers directly to Wesker, and it was Wesker who decided that Krauser should be sent to spy on the cult. He also decided to send me along. I wonder if it wasn't to keep an eye on Krauser. No doubt, Krauser has already fallen to the temptation of Las Plagas and the power they represent. This could have dire consequences for the organization.
What is this fucking organization she's talking about?
This may be a necessary development, as his role is to disrupt this.
I don't think that's
farce
something
of
that's ever
the
cleared
plague.
up.
I mean, they talk about it in 6 as the Illuminati, but that's so fucking
The
stupid.
stage and its players will ultimately come crashing down in the end. Bad luck for him.
Yeah, could be them, bro. We
He'll
know.
play the patsy in the end and take the fall for all of us. That's why I need to make sure things keep going exactly as they are.
Oh man, I have not eaten dinner yet. I gotta eat. Alright.
Yeah, dude, to be fair, I didn't get started doing that, cooking that thing I was gonna make either, because I got caught up in all. I got caught up in everything.
Alright, so yeah, so I think next session we're gonna beat it because there's only 2 chapters left.
Yeah. Like I say, yeah. Like I say, yeah. The mode's short, no, but like I say, no. With your normal scheduling, you are not gonna beat it in one session.
What's the news?
If your streaming schedule went over,
He's not making it easy.
if you definitely went over 3 hours for it, definitely, yeah, you definitely probably be able to beat it, depending on how much your patience lasted.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
But, you know, it feels good to be back streaming, honestly. That's the major thing.
I don't trust
Yeah,
you.
yeah, just don't go pushing yourself.
If you try to do anything
Okay.
clever, I will.
Of course, of course.
Is that so?
Though I'm also though I will say I'm gonna guess this means that for next week when we finish this off, either Monday or Wednesday, if you end up getting sick again.
Oh no, I doubt that. Let's go. Once I get sick, it takes a while for me to get sick again. Oh god, also I'm planning on going to a convention in next month too.
Fair enough. But
David,
like I was
yeah,
gonna say,
I'm gonna try and meet David Hayter.
yeah, go look on that. But like I was gonna say, man, like I said, if we do, like I said,
Once he gets Ashley back,
either way we
John
finish
will
this off,
finish
if we
the
finish off
thing
on Monday next week,
No, I'm
if you
keeping
plan on
the
kicking June off with your Star Fox thing, I definitely say take Wednesday off to
retrieve the sample.
make sure you're fully ready to go
Mhm.
next week.
Maybe you forgot, Wesker.
Unless, I'd say do that unless you're dead set on trying to think of something to do for Wednesday. In which case, I tell you,
I still have Deadest. I still have the Deadest State. I never did the Axe update.
no, I was about to say, I was gonna tell you, just pick something else. Just think of something we can play through and bullshit our way through. Just bullshit talk our way through a
Wow.
lot more stuff.
Also, when we return to the assignment Ada, we gotta stop Leon's assassination. That's a strong name for a chapter.
Yep, that's the next key point we got to deal with.
Welcome.
Can I purchase the damn thing already?
Got a selection of what are you buying?
Nope, not even close.
What are you selling?
I'll say definitely keep a hold of that thing because that's definitely like I think that's like crossbows like her equivalent. It's definitely Ada's equivalent to a Magnum with what you can do with it.
It's also Ada's signature gun. Alright,
Yeah,
so
definitely stuff.
but that's it. I'll see everybody on Monday for hopefully the finale of Assignment Ada. It's kind of fun to come back. It's kind of fun to come back to the OG RE engine.
Yeah, no, we'll call it the OG Resident Evil 4 after playing the remake.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very archaic. Oh my god, I sound like such a fucking dick. Alright, see you everybody.